Welcome back, and now we are going to bolt placement on top between these horizontal members here. So we had already created the points here, but if I came on the view and try to rotate this using mouse, if I turn this around, you'll be able to see there's some bolts that will miss the target. So even though the position is okay, but it will create some clashes with the bottom bolt here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create some points here. I'll come to edit, then come to points, pick on the position, and I want to create a point there and a point here, and a point from that point there, and a point there, and from there I add another point right there. Perfect. Now I'll come to steel, then pick on the bolts, then pick the parts I want to bolt together, which is this member, then this plate, then press on the button on the mouse, then I'll snap on that point, jump that point, and come here. Then I'll have that in place. So I'll double click on the bolts and check to check the size. This is M20 and M20 is way big, and I'll need some washer there, and I'll click modify. So if I click modify, my intention is to have two bolts in place. So I'll come and rotate this into a position. I'll be able to see clearly. And once I'll double click on it once again, I'll come to array here and just make this slightly bigger, and I'll come to X here, and I'm going to add 1 by 50. And prior to doing that, you have to confirm the position, the center distances of the points we had created. So we have that in place. So let's check whether we have a clash. None of those, none at all. So I'll come back here and come to steel, then come to bolt. So I want to pick this member, bolt this member and that. So I want to pick on that spot and pick on that spot, and they have created the two bolts in place. Now the next step is to let's get some treatment here. We want to chamfer some edges of this plate so that it looks more neatly done. So let me snap on that node, and I'll pick the chamfer here and give a chamfer maybe 30 by 30 like that. So I'll click modify. So I'll do the same thing here. Select on that node and pick this chamfer and key in 30 by 30 and click modify. So I have that member treated to that like that, and this one I can just leave it as it is. Now once I've done so, what I'm going to do here is simple. I'm going to select on this, right click and come to spatial copy and pick on rotate, and I want to apply this on all corners where these horizontal braces meet. So I'll go ahead and click copy. So if I click copy, my rotation point is off, way off the target. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to undo this, undo that. So once I've undone that, I'm going to rush all the way to the bottom where I'll be able to locate my rotation point here, and I'll come to navigate, pick on rotate with that, rotate, and I'll be able to see that midpoint. I'll come to edit, I'll come to midpoint here and pick any position, and I'll snap at the midpoint right there, pick that point, offset it up, and click copy. Not copy, pick spatial copy. Let's just pick spatial copy, will be okay. So if I pick linear here, I'll be able to give it an offset upward on the z-axis at a distance of maybe 200 and click OK. So you might not be able to see the point until you rotate it. So we have this point here, this point and this point. This will be our rotation line. Now if the journey will take us all the way upward where we are working on, so I'll come all the way up here, just bring it closer, and I'll pick this member I want to rotate, and right click and come to rotate, copy spatial and pick rotate. So once I've picked it, I'm going to pick my rotation line here all the way to the bottom here where we are, and I'm going to snap on the 2 points here. So the moment I click on the 2 points, I've defined that on the line, and you can see the coordinates adjusting to the same point. So if I zoom out and come close to this member here of this plate, I'll be able now to give it an OK by clicking copy. And how many do we need? We need 1 and 2. Already we have 1, but they should total there 3. So I'd type the balance here. Now I'll go click copy, and we have everything in place. So if I come to navigate here and turn that round, I'll be able to have that in place. Perfectly done. And I hope you try that by yourself. So the next thing on the next presentation, what we'll do, we'll put some anchor plates here, 2 of them on this side, 2 on that side, or 2 on this position, all round. That will help in tying and maintaining the position of our guy mast in position. So I hope you've learned something, and let's meet on the next presentation, and bye bye.